Coming up on this edition of the show, we'll get a New Year's assessment of Cambridge City Schools from Superintendent Dan Coffman. Byesville Mayor Jay Jackson fills us in on what's going on in the village, and Christine Gelley from OSU Extension talks about waste not, want not, and we make something delicious. It's all ahead on this edition of Talk of the Town.
From the U.S. Bank Studios, it's Talk of the Town with Perry Baranich.
Welcome to Talk of the Town. We're coming to you as always from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge, our second show of the new year, I guess, but Happy New Year to you. Woo-hoo. Yeah, we hope everybody had a good holiday and hope your new year is going to be prosperous and successful. Like ours, yeah. Hey, my first guest is Dan Coffman, the superintendent of Cambridge City Schools. Good to have you in today.
Happy holidays.
Hey, how were your holidays? Good?
Great, good. Had a good opportunity to spend a lot of time with family. So
that's always important.
Yeah, my family was down. My wife's family was around a lot, and we had a good time. My girls got quite a few gifts that they wanted from Santa Claus. And,
good.
Yeah, we're doing well.
Speaking of family, somebody you want to say hi to?
Yeah, if I could. I know that my grandmother-in-law, Nancy Robinson, out there will be watching this tonight. So she always tells me how I did. So I wanted to say hi and happy holidays.
Yeah, and we're gonna behave. You know, we're gonna be good gentlemen today. Is what we're gonna be.
Probably a good idea for me, anyways.
Hey, wanted to ask you the settling in process. Have you completely settled in?
You know, Dominic and over there and I were just talking a little bit about that, settling into a new job. And we push upwards of 275 full-time employees here at Cambridge City Schools. And understanding that size of an operation and coming to grips with all the different facets. I would say I'm settled in, getting to know a lot of people, getting to know a lot of students, making some changes that I see that I want to make right off the bat. But I would say I'm still in that process of settling in. I think it's going to take at least a full year, seeing how an entire school year progresses as we move into the winter and then into the spring. That'll come quickly for us. So I'd say I'm still settling in.
Okay. Let's talk about a recap of 2016, because unlike businesses which go from the calendar year, January 1st, yours is a continuation of what started earlier in the year. But recap 2016 for us.
I think 2016 is a time of change for Cambridge City Schools. Hired me as the new superintendent. We had 3 new school board members that started back in January. We had a new treasurer who actually starts today, first day on the job. So I think a time of change. We accomplished a lot of things in Cambridge City Schools. I think we're doing a good job right now of identifying the things that we want to move forward with, things that we potentially want to change, and our staff's going through a significant change process with that much change at the top. But I think in general we had a really good start to the school year. This time of year we start talking about maintaining and sustaining the rest of this school year, but really now with rolling into January, we'll start to talk about next year and setting the school calendar and all of our hirings and things that we'll have to do this spring. So it is a continual process where we're maintaining the operation for this school year, but really starting to think about next school year as well.
Does that spur you on when you see things happen? See things that maybe you've planned in your mind and then put down on paper, and then you see these things take place. Does that kind of spur you on, make you feel good?
Yeah, I think, not only does it make me feel good, but it makes, I think it gives everybody a sense of purpose and a sense of, when you start with an idea and then you're able to develop that idea and then see it all the way through. Yeah, absolutely. I think a great example of that's with hiring our school resource officer. Coming on board, I just when I came into the district, that had been something that had been moving forward but hadn't happened yet, and I'd seen the productivity and the benefits of having a school resource officer in my previous job, where we had that position for several years, and being able to start from where we were at in that process to seeing that all the way through signing the contract and then having our school resource officer start this month at some point. Really excited about seeing things through the end and seeing them. And then once you sit back and once it's established, you can sit back and take a look at how it grows and how it'll benefit our students, how it'll benefit our staff.
That's cool. Let's talk about the new resource officer.
Sure.
Who is the new resource officer, and what is a resource officer?
Sure. We've been able to create a great partnership. The mayor and I, along with Rocky Hill and Chief Delancey, have worked over the last 3 or 4 months to put the piece of this puzzle together to hire a school resource officer. It's Dave Long is his name. He's a veteran City of Cambridge police officer. He'll start with us in the next couple of weeks, and he'll be there on a full-time basis. Serving all 5 of our school buildings in a law enforcement capacity. He's really there to be a benefit to our staff, to help maintain safety and order, help us review our safety protocols and how we would respond to emergency situations. But he's also there to to build relationships with students and staff and help create that culture and sustain that culture of safety.
Unfortunately, we live in a day and age to where that comes to the forefront, safety and having to deal with that, unfortunately. But I mean, that's it's a good thing having the new resource officer there to kind of head this up.
Yeah, I wish that it wasn't something that we would have to do as a school district anywhere in the country. But I think you touched on that it's just a necessity. It's an absolute have to have, and there are several school districts in our area who have had this position for years, and it'll be a huge benefit to our students. Like I said, it's unfortunate that you need that position, but I go to work every day knowing my number one responsibility is to maintain safety for our students and for our staff. And we have over 2,000 kids that come to school every day, and that's a big responsibility, not just for myself, but for our entire staff to make sure that we have a climate that is safe and conducive for them to come to school. And in today's age, a school resource officer really helps us create that culture.
We've got about a minute. New principal and assistant principal at the high school.
Yeah, before I touch on those new folks, I'd really like to take an opportunity to thank Peg Wilcox. Peg's is an alumni of Cambridge High School and had been gone for several years working in other school districts, but came back to Cambridge City Schools 4 years ago as the principal at the high school. Did a nice job for us. She's chosen to move on, and excited for what she's able to do in retirement. Creating that opening, went ahead and moved assistant principal Bob Byer over to be the principal at Cambridge High School. We're moving Rosie Daymont from South Elementary up as the assistant principal at the high school for the remainder of this school year, and then this summer we'll make some decisions on where we're headed with our administrative team from there.
Well, congratulations to all the new folks filling the new positions. It sounds like things are moving ahead on schedule and on plan.
Absolutely, that's the goal, is to keep things moving forward.
All right. Dan Coffman, principal or superintendent of Cambridge City Schools, we wish you much success in the rest of the school year and in the years to come.
Hey, you as well. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, and Happy New Year.
You too.
After an ABC Community Calendar update and words from our sponsors, it's today's Shopper Showcase.
Talk of the Town will be right back.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
Time for today's Shopper Showcase, and let's tell you about what you can find at Old Country Loft. If you're already thinking about freshening rooms once the Christmas decor has been taken down, the Loft has already received some new curtains in 2017's new lighter palette, and with many more expected throughout January, check out the refreshing country blue or sage green stripe, along with the sophisticated plaid in shades of blue and green. That's very nice. Or browse the new catalogs featuring turquoise, coral, and golden tones for that retro look that's becoming popular. But traditional country hasn't been overlooked. Twining berry garland on tan, new country plaids, and so much more in black, navy, and burgundy with or without stars. Old Country Loft, hours are Monday through Friday, 11 to 5, Saturday, 11 to 4. Old Country Loft is located at 274 West Main Street, Byesville. They are the big red building by the railroad tracks. And those are very nice. They're very pleasing to the palate. Get them while you can. And that's today's Shopper Showcase, because I'm out of time.
Cambridge is more than just a town. This is our home.
Supporting downtown Cambridge means shopping at the places we love with the people we love.
For the stuff we can't get anywhere else.
Food that tastes like home.
And personal service from people who know your name.
The money we spend here will keep our town growing.
Let's all shop small for our town.
The home we love.
And the uniqueness that makes Cambridge
a great place to live, work, and play.
Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge prides themselves on offering the largest inventory and the best customer service in the area. Visit their lot and experience the Classic Difference. The Classic Difference provides customers a service above and beyond what you'll find anywhere else. Their service department, body shop, and parts department strive for the best service and pricing in southeastern Ohio. Stop by the lot and browse their large selection of new and pre-owned inventory, ask about easy financing, or schedule an oil change. That's Cambridge Classic Ford in downtown Cambridge. Stop by and experience the classic difference for yourself.
For a show schedule of upcoming guests and to watch past episodes, go to yourradioplace.com.
Welcome back, and thanks for watching Talk of the Town. Jay Jackson joins me in studio, the mayor of Byesville. Good to see you, buddy. And we were talking, you had pretty good holidays.
Oh, it was excellent. Yeah, excellent. I mean, a lot of times the family enjoyed it.
Isn't that important? The older you get, the more time with family, it just becomes a blessing, doesn't it?
Yeah, that's the best present you could ever get.
Exactly. You're starting your second year, correct?
Yes. Yeah.
So let's recap 2016. How was 2016 in Byesville?
I'll tell you, 2016 was great. I mean, there's a lot of learning, so I really enjoyed that, and there's a lot of good things going on, and a lot of uplifting, a lot of positivity. So I really enjoyed all those things, and just a lot of, bringing back old partnerships and making a lot of new partnerships. So it was a very rewarding year for us.
And that's what you kind of get into as mayor. You look for those partnerships. You have to have those to go forward, don't you?
Oh, you have to have them, or you won't go far without them.
Yeah.
And it's a two-way street. We all have to work together.
So you've seen some improvements, some things that have happened. It's been a pretty good year.
I mean, I'm pretty pleased with it, and I look forward to this year and on building on those progresses. I think we started a lot of good foundations. Now it's just time to expand on them and see how far we can take them.
And that's you mentioned you used the phrase "good momentum going." You've got a good momentum going that'll carry you into this year and beyond.
Yes, yeah, I got when I say good momentum, I mean as far as just a whole atmosphere of positivity and working with people and having people feel good about where they're from and what the good things we're trying to accomplish. And for me and my staff and my council is just all about improving the lives of our citizens and surrounding folks too. So
exactly. Well, let's carry into the new year. Do you have goals? Do you have plans that you want to see done? What is the new year going to bring for Byesville?
I always got goals and plans.
I know you do. Yeah. I know.
But a lot of goals we have, like I said, just to continue to improve on our infrastructure. Economic development is really going to be a key for us, as always. I mean, that's going to be a lot of focus, and really just letting people know what Byesville has to offer, So that's a few of the things, we like to accomplish, and then just to continue to improve on what's really working well and to try to fix some of the things and areas that we know we need to improve on.
Well, let's talk about that for a minute. Yeah, let's talk about the things that are really working well. And how do you achieve these things? I know that, we throw the word money in there because you have to have money. How do you go about getting that money to inflow into the village so you can get these things done?
Well, you have to utilize the money that you have and spend it wisely. Mm-hmm. And you have to make good decisions with that money, and then you have to look at the things you do, how is that going to impact and what's it going to impact. I mean, sometimes just painting something makes a big difference in the source of people's nature and just to feel people having to come to town, or if you need to improve an infrastructure project to where it might have been a drainage issue somewhere, but if you can improve that to make it better, then you try to do that. But I mean, a lot of it, as far as improvement goes, just constant communication, constant trial and error. It's just definitely just to continue to learn and you take from what didn't work and add to what you think will work, and then go from there. You
deal a lot with promotion, as in promoting Byesville to get new businesses interested. And once you is the hardest part sitting down and getting to talk to them?
Well, that is one of the hard parts. I mean, you're constantly on the phone trying to get someone to say, hey, this is what we have to offer, because, what I believe that we're sitting in a very good spot as far as our access to the interstate and those type things. And I think we've got a lot of good resources, and I think we've got great people with a lot of experience there. And we're kind of like in the center of Guernsey County, in my opinion, so we can draw a lot of things. But yeah, that is one of the hardest things to do. But the excitement of that is when it works out and those folks come in to the scheme of things, it's pretty exciting, whether it be a small business or in the larger scale, but we just keep hoping, praying, and pushing. And one thing I can tell you about myself and the folks I have behind me is we won't quit. We're going to keep striving to improve what we're doing, and hopefully to continue to mold the village into something that the people can continue to be proud of.
Yeah, and I think that's what everybody wants. I
Yeah.
mean, they want that. You mentioned prayer. A lot of prayer goes into it,
Oh,
too.
you got to have it.
You got
Yeah,
that,
I prayed if I
exactly.
came in there. I had to do it. Yeah. You got to have
Well,
it.
what are we looking? It's January the 3rd as we're taping this, so it would be the 5th or 6th as it's airing. What are we looking at coming up in the near future in Byesville? Does anything really start until the springtime?
Well, during this time, there's a lot of pre-planning. Like I said, we're getting into our budget, and as you know, it's constantly shrinking. So we're trying to find ways to expand every dollar that we get to make it work. That's a big part of it, just the planning of it. And then we're looking into, this time of year is a lot of our grant phases to see what grants we can go after to try to improve some of our infrastructure, whether it be the streets or the park, et cetera. And then a lot of it's just planning events, because people have to have time to get that woosah in. They have to relax a little bit.
Yeah,
so,
exactly.
It's a full-blown couple months till we get into the spring. So once the spring comes, we got to be ready to, uncover what winter's brought us. So
Yeah, and proceed from there.
Oh,
but
yeah.
really the key is the infrastructure, isn't it? I keep hearing you talk about that and other leaders in the community. Infrastructure is where it starts, isn't it?
It is. I mean, and infrastructure is very important on a lot of, levels as far as your industry. Because if you have good, infrastructure, you can get a lot of industry there. On occasion, that's one of the first things they look at, and just a lot of it's just the growth of your town. I mean, because things do deteriorate as they go along, and nothing lasts forever. So, we just try to improve on what's there, and keep the good and make the worst better. But it's a process. I mean, it's not an overnight process. Cause
sure.
Everything takes two things of time and money. But
exactly.
We just try to plan, as best we can to, at least make some footprints and some steps to put it all together.
We've got just about 40 seconds left. What have you learned this past year? What has being the mayor of Byesville taught you?
It has taught me that, there's so many things. I can't just give you one, but I'll give you a couple. I mean, for me, it's just been a blessing. I mean, I enjoy working with the citizens. I enjoy working with everybody from council to, my guys at the police, the fire department, and you name it. I mean, it's been a great learning experience. I mean, I'm proud to do it. I enjoy it, and I look forward to the many challenges.
Okay.
But really, I mean, it's an ongoing process of learning. So.
Sure. Well, congratulations on year 2. You're starting year 2, and I know you're going to learn some more.
Oh yeah, I'm excited.
All right,
Ready to
Jay
roll.
Jackson, the mayor of Byesville. Wish you much success in the coming year.
Thank you.
Back with more Talk of the Town right after this.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.
Bundy Law Funeral Home, locally owned since 1924, has earned the confidence of families they serve in the area. They provide quality service to the area every day and understand at the time of need you want to find comfort in dealing with folks that know you and honors your faith and customs. You'll get straightforward answers on prices, services, and pre-planning. You'll find they offer a variety of options to personalize your funeral service. See Chris Gibson, Jim Law, or Jacob Coe at Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.
Check out Talk of the Town on Facebook. Go to facebook.com/Talk of the Town Show and stay up to date.
Welcome back to Talk of the Town. We're coming to you as always from U.S. Bank Studio in beautiful downtown Cambridge. And let's all say Happy New Year together to Christine Gelley. the OSU Extension,
Happy
Noble
New Year.
County Ag and Natural Resources. I got it all in there
Yeah,
because you
that's
told
right
me
there.
what it was. How were your holidays?
Excellent, really. I'm sad they're over. I'm always get a little sad in January, the lull after the holidays.
It is just kind of like a blah period
Yeah.
right now.
Yeah, and today's pretty gray, you know.
Yeah, it
but
is. You can't tell from the curtain, but now you're here to solve some of the problems that we typically end up with this time of the year after the holidays.
Mm-hmm.
And your feature is entitled Waste Not, Want Not today.
That's right.
What's that all about?
I mean, you've probably heard somebody say that before. Grandmas say that a lot. I
Always.
tend to
Waste
find
not, want not. Yeah. And that's
So-
why I actually clean up everything on the plate to this day. You know, because of that.
Because of what Grandma said.
Yeah, because of what they said.
Well, she had a point. I mean, did you know that 40% of the food we produce in America winds up in the trash can?
40%?
40.
That is a huge number, yeah.
Like, can you imagine driving past a field of corn, 40% of that
No,
is going to be in the trash?
that kind of puts it in perspective right there.
It does,
yeah.
right? It's something we don't think about every day. You know, we have other things on our mind that
We give it very little thought.
what we're
really.
throwing in the trash can.
Yeah.
You know, we've got a little
Yeah.
extra on our plate. It goes in the trash,
Yeah.
or we put our leftovers in the fridge and they sat there for too long, and now it's time to get rid of them. We have other things that are more important, and rightly so, things that are on a higher priority scale that we need to deal with. But there's lots of easy steps that we can take to reduce our waste
Okay.
that don't really impact our daily lives that much.
Okay.
So
And it also extends your food supply out for several days.
it does. I mean, that saves you time and it saves you
Which
money.
really it does, yeah.
Yeah, so it's just a smart choice,
Okay.
along with being good for the environment, for the community, all those things. As an agriculturalist, there's a lot of pressure put on us right now to continue to supply food for the growing population. Well, what if we could save that 40% of our production that's already going to waste? That's a huge amount. So
Sure is.
continuing to kind of change the patterns of how we use our products can also make a big difference, along with increasing production.
We always love when you come to the show because we're going to produce something today. You know, we're
We
going to
are.
make something that we could actually sample. What are we doing?
Yes. We're going to make some chicken salad.
Oh, everybody, I love chicken
Yeah,
salad.
so I
Love
roasted a chicken
salad.
over the weekend. We had a small gathering.
Okay.
And I did have a little bit left over.
Okay.
My husband loves chicken salad, so he always wants me to save some leftovers
Okay.
for chicken salad. It's very, very easy, and you can change
And you're
this
gonna
recipe.
show us how easy.
You can change this recipe however you like it. So I'm
Okay.
going to make it sort of with an
Okay.
Italian
So what do-
flavor,
what do we
but
start
you don't
with?
have to make it that way. So we start with, this is about a cup of chicken.
Okay, we have the chicken.
You know, depending on how much you have, you'll change the amounts of
Okay.
ingredients. But I've got about a cup here. This
Okay.
should make 2 decent-sized sandwiches or 1 nice salad for
Okay.
lunch.
Okay.
To that, we are going to add a few tablespoons of salad dressing. You can use real mayonnaise, light mayonnaise,
But
the olive
you
oil
and I
mayonnaise.
love Miracle Whip. Oh,
I
not
do.
a product endorsement, but I love that.
I do. It's got that zing.
I
you
know, I just love it.
Right? So
Okay, so we've used the salad dressing.
the salad dressing is in.
Okay.
Now, that looks like it's about enough. You like onion, right?
Sure.
We've had
Yeah.
this discussion
Yeah,
before.
love onion.
We're going to add in a little bit of finely diced, not quite minced onion there. That's about a quarter of a really small onion.
Yeah, okay.
This is apple. I like to put a little bit of
Which,
fruit.
that's that difference maker right there.
Right, so this
Okay.
is about a quarter of a small apple.
Okay.
You can use grapes, you can use pineapple.
Okay,
That adds a little bit of crunch and that little bit of sweetness.
okay.
Okay, we've got the main bulk of our
So
salad.
everything is pretty much done right now.
Yeah, now
Okay.
we just enhance it with the flavors that we like.
Okay.
So I've got some Italian seasoning here.
But you can use really whatever you like. Okay.
You could make, you could even make it a Southwest salad.
Oh, yeah. See, I would have never thought Italian dressing or seasoning, but
Yeah.
it sounds like it's going to be good.
I really like it Italian.
Now, do you
so
want
this
me to
was
mix?
garlic salt. Sure, if you'd like to.
You want me to go ahead and do
mix
the
that.
mixing?
Yeah.
Well, you. So
I don't have a whole lot more to do after you mix that.
See, look, what did that take you? About a minute and a half?
Yeah.
To put everything in, and this is pretty much done.
The hardest part about that is deboning the chicken.
Yeah.
You know, preparing the leftovers
Sure, that's
from
the
whatever dish it
time-consuming
came from.
part.
Right, and that's, I think, part of where we get hung up with processing leftovers is trying to put it back in the fridge the way we're going to use it next.
Okay, that looks like
So-
it's pretty well mixed up.
Yeah.
So how do you want to present this now?
Well, what we have here is a little bed of lettuce. So we'll try to be healthy with our New Year's
Now
resolutions.
there's spinach and some chard, correct?
Yes,
On there.
spinach
Okay.
and Swiss chard on there.
And look at that. Look at that.
Oh, wow.
I mean, that is a scrumptious meal right there that's really good for you. And wow. And it took
delicious.
a couple of minutes to make. Again, you had all the chicken and everything prepared and cut up beforehand, but are we going to sample this?
Sure, go ahead.
Oh,
Tell us what you think.
This is
so yeah, that was really
this
very
is the greatest
easy.
part of this show.
And you could make this. I use chicken. You could use turkey. You could use ham. Depending on what you like. We usually use chicken because our family is fairly small.
That's delicious.
Yeah, that's good. Well, something else that's often left over after the holidays.
Let's talk about that because we got a couple minutes, I think.
Is Christmas trees. Did you have a live tree this year?
Nope,
by chance?
artificial.
Artificial?
Mm-hmm. I've had live trees before.
We like to have live trees. We didn't have one this year either, but about 60 million people use live trees each year.
Still do.
Yeah, so that's a lot of Christmas trees. And Christmas tree production is mostly done in the United States, some in Canada, at least the trees that we're going to use in our homes. So artificial trees usually come from China. So if you want to promote American-made or homegrown Christmas trees are best.
Okay.
And they are recyclable, 100% recyclable.
Sure, because they're a live product, yeah.
They are. So if you are interested in starting a community Christmas tree recycling program, the Christmas Tree Association, the National Christmas Tree Association, provides guidelines on how you can do that, how to start that up. And if you'd like to recycle it on your own, you can use it in a brush pile outside, leave it there for the winter.
Okay.
You can sink it in a fish pond to provide fish habitat. You can mulch it, or you could even decorate it as a bird feeder. So that's something really fun to do with kids.
If somebody wants more information on that or this delicious salad, how can they do that?
They can contact me at the Extension office.
Okay.
Our phone number is 740-732-5681.
All right.
Or they can find information on our website, and that's noble.osu.edu.
All right. Christina, good to see you. Happy
Thanks for
New
having
Year.
me, Perry.
And thanks for feeding us again.
Absolutely, my
Appreciate it.
pleasure.
Bon appetit. Be back to wrap this one up right after this.
We'll be right back with more Talk of the Town.
Learning Jungle on Main Street, formerly Main Street School Supply, is located in downtown Cambridge just west of the courthouse on Wheeling Avenue. They have a huge location full of educational resources and toys that teach, as well as entertain. They feature a large inventory of gifts for children of all ages, and you just have to check out their selection of stuffed animals, puppets, games, and much more. The Learning Jungle on Main Street, downtown Cambridge, has layaway for your convenience and is the area's only specialty toy store. A world of knowledge is waiting for you at their front door.
Bundy Law Funeral Home, locally owned since 1924, has earned the confidence of families they serve in the area. They provide quality service to the area every day and understand at the time of need you want to find comfort in dealing with folks that know you and honors your faith and customs. You'll get straightforward answers on prices, services, and pre-planning. You'll find they offer a variety of options to personalize your funeral service. See Chris Gibson, Jim Law, or Jacob Coe at Bundy Law Funeral Home.
Hey, that's going to do it for this edition of Talk of the Town. Thank you so very much for watching, and thanks again to our guests, Dan Coffman, Jay Jackson, and Christina Gelley, for the best and latest local news, sports, weather, community info, local programming, including Talk of the Town. Log on to yourradioplace.com. That's yourradioplace.com. For producer-director Adam Green, I'm Perry Bronich, and we'll see you next time on Talk of the Town.
Your one-stop shop for all things computer-related is ABC Technical Services. Whether it's designing a new website, website maintenance, PC repair, or over-the-phone tech support, ABC Technical Services has you covered. ABC Technical Services can set up a new network, install the latest antivirus software, and they even offer full video production and editing services too. Give them a call at 740-432-5605 or visit them online at abctechnicalservices.com. A name you know, a name you trust. ABC Technical Services. Your sports authority in East Central Ohio is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270 on your radio dial. Featuring great programming like Mike and Mike, Dan Lebitard, Ohio State basketball, Reds baseball, Blue Jackets hockey, select NFL games, and college football and basketball. ESPN Cambridge is also your local sports authority too. Featuring local high school sports all year round with some viewable on Cable TV 2 in Cambridge or streaming online at yourradioplace.com/YRPTV. Your home for sports is ESPN Cambridge, FM 107.9, AM 1270. U.S. Bank is the 5th largest bank in the country, and while being recognized nationally for their strength and stability, they continue to provide hometown service. At U.S. Bank, they provide a variety of products and services for your consumer and small business needs, such as free checking with internet banking, loans and lines of credit, and free financial planning services. At U.S. Bank, they're proud to support the growth and development of their communities by helping local business owners achieve success.